Alright, hello YouTube, how you all doing today? So, playing the Space program today, the quest for Kethane, whatever it is. Again, episode 13, I do believe it is. Anyway, we've got this little craft we're going to send up. It's got 8 SRBs to power the thing up into the, hopefully, upper atmosphere. And we got a main cell with 2 orange tanks on it. A decoupler, a large tank here feeding into 4 small tanks, feeding into 4 nuclear engines. First off, the nuclear engine's ISP I had at 80,000. It's not 20,000. For a little bit more of a challenge, but not make it too easy. So right now, all I gotta do is add a, let's see, in range, 250 kilometers. No, 5 million meters. That's not gonna be enough. I need to add a small... That's too big. That's too big. What's the smallest one? They're all 50 million meters. Wait, what's this one? This is a lot smaller. I can fit that right... Boom, right there. So you may be asking yourself, what is this thing? This right here is a creation of my own madness. It is a, the core segment of a space station. Now this space station is not going to be orbiting Kerbin. No. We've done that before. We have went there many times. So now, this time we're going to put the space station in lunar orbit. That's the idea. And something just broke. That would be the main sail. Okay. So let's just go and add a couple of launch stabilizers, and it should be good to go after that. So if you guys notice, there's like a crap load of batteries on this thing. The exact amount that it can hold, I do not know. All I know is, for a fact, this thing can hold all the power that it needs. I can, say that much for a fact. And I just realized something. I should probably check, see if this thing can take off. Thrust to weight ratio on 4. Take off. Okay, this is good on all of them. It can do it. That's all I need to know. All right. Anyway, I got the large solar wings from the Cosmos Space Station pack, and I think it's it's 2 wings, and they each provide 200 electrical charge per second. So this right here should power the entire station, no matter what the station is trying to accomplish. Should. No promises. Anyway, real quick, I've just got to turn on Infinite RCS. That is the one cheat that I will always use, and I just have to get my frame rate locked in back there. I have a frame rate monitor thing up in the top right corner. That's where I keep it and everything. Just a habit of mine, And we have liftoff of Lunar Station 1. So in the next few videos, this is what we're going to be working on. And it's just, we're just going to be building a station in lunar orbit, and its purpose will be to serve as a fuel depot for the most part. The station will be unmanned for the most part, except for the fact it'll have a lander that will basically shuttle Kethane to and from the moon. It'll have miners on it. It'll have like a sky crane designed to it, and it will shuttle the Kethane to and from the moon to the station. So it'll have a maximum crew of about 4, probably. 2 for the lander and 2 on the station at all times. And in the Cosmos, the station packs in the structural section, they are they contain food for TAC life support, food, water, air, and all that good crap. But only problem is they don't carry a lot of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and edit that and make it carry more, because these pieces are big. You got 2 and 3 meter pieces, so 2 meters in diameter plus 4 meters long. I mean, that's a pretty big piece. You would expect it to be able to carry a good bit of food, water, and everything else, right? Exactly. So we're just going to go ahead and edit that later on and make it carry a little bit more stuff. And we're going to use those to basically build the station out a little bit. That way it can hold the stuff for the crew for a while, so I'm going to keep, running back and forth to it. It's not a long trip, though, to the moon, so I wouldn't be worried about that. But it's just, easier that way. So, as you can see, we're going up in the atmosphere, 12,000 meters. And I'm not doing the gravity turn yet, just because of the fact, with Ferrum Aerospace, it's a little bit more difficult to gravity turn. So I wait until I'm about 15,000 meters, like right about now, and then begin doing it. And I don't go very far at first. I just, start making it right about there. I'll let it sit and run to about 25 and just keep doing it gradually. It works out really well that way. But as you guys can see, so far this launch is going pretty well, I guess you could say. I'm going to go ahead and just check our orbital info right here. Apoapsis is only 18, 19, 20, okay. So, yeah, basically, I've told you guys the plan and everything already for this station. And I was working on a part that would take xenon gas and convert it into liquid fuel and oxidizer with a lot of electricity, and I mean a lot of electricity. But I kind of, suck at modeling, so I just kind of forgot that idea. I might see if someone else can do it for me, though. That's a better modeler and configuration file writer than me. Because, as I said, I'm really bad at it. And I just realized something that I didn't realize earlier. There is no RCS on the station core itself. That's a little mistake on my part. But anyway, just go ahead and let this run up. But I'll just go ahead and talk a little more about that subject of the whole part that converts the gas and all that crap. Basically, I know from my limited physics knowledge, which when I say limited, I mean extremely limited, there is no logical way to convert, a noble gas into something as liquid fuel or oxidizer. Which would be like, I think it's like LN2 and I don't know what all liquids are used to create rocket fuel, but anyway, I know it can't be done no matter what. At least with our current technology. So, yes, this is kind of far-fetched, but still. I mean, the ratio of it for this was take, I think it was like 200 units of xenon gas is my original idea. And you would end up with like 3,000 units of electricity, and you'd get 0.5 liquid oxidizer. I mean, the amount was not extremely large by any mean. So, it just all depends, on how you think of the game as. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's just me. So I'm just going to go ahead and raise our apoaps up to, the correct height, so out of the atmosphere. And I must have set them fuel lines just a little bit off center or something like that, because we got a little bit of spin on the craft, which it's not bad or anything, so it's all good. And as I said, we got plenty of batteries, which I really am curious as to how much electrical charge we hold on this thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and 30,000 units of electricity. Yeah, I think we can do whatever we want on the station, and it is not going to run out of fuel. And for our liquid fuel and oxidizer, let's see what we've used already. So yeah, it's less fuel efficient than it was before, but it's still pretty good. Let's just, I know you don't extend all of these. Let's see, that right there goes to that one. Let's go to the second one. See what it does. Alright, so there's that one. So now what happens if you extend the third one? Well, why didn't this one go out all the way like that one did? See, and this is what I have problems with this right here. Oh, time to apoapse. Oh man, I gotta get ready to do this burn. I should probably start now, because, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that real quick. While those panels go ahead and extend themselves. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm no longer using Jeb to do launches or circularization burns. But I might have to use McJeb to save me on this one because our periapse is still so very low, and possibly too low. Well, I guess I could throttle up more, couldn't I? You know, I just happen to look down, throttle, you know, less than halfway. Alright, there we go. We're getting into positive numbers. I like that. And a little bit more, and come on. Close friggin' enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this. I think it was this one on the track. Oh, well, crap. No, extend. Well, whoops. Little graphical glitch, I guess. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and I'll do it manual, I guess, doing the whole transfer to the moon, which that I've managed to learn how to do myself. And as you guys can see, we still got the flag on the moon down there for our that one mission that we had. That was an epic failure. You know, it's out there, marking the location, which is always a good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and extend that again. There we go, it's better. So yeah, I'm just saying, I don't really care what happens, what we put on this station. We will not run out of power. Honestly, I'm trying to think of ways to use up all this power. I'm thinking about not modding, but editing a Kethane fuel tank to where it can carry a massive amount of weight. I don't have to have, you know, hundreds of pieces. And I can just edit one fuel tank to carry a massive amount of fuel. Just that way I can, you know, use like 5 converters to burn up that the electricity while making fuel. That's what I'm thinking along the lines of. And I can't warp without time acceleration, without physics yet, so just keep doing this. This thing weighs 42 tons. That's a lot more than I thought it'd be. Alright then. 68, we should be able to fast warp now, I think. Hopefully. No, can't. $69, we should be able to now. Please, please, please. Yes. Finally. So, as you see that moon on the horizon, I need to get turned prograde here in just a second. And there we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna flip this around using the RCS, which I forgot to add on to the main command module. Well, the main core module, you could say, not a command module. And it's just right there. Go ahead and fire that. I'm going to put a very low thrust on it real quick, just for a moment, because I need to open the dish and add a target to it. I'm going to set it for mission control, just because of the fact we're going to be at the moon, and we got to have enough, you know, we got to have communications to the moon while we're out there. So you guys know how remote tech works. I'm sure you guys have seen me using it, and I'm sure most of you have looked into it before and all that good crap. So just gonna go ahead and burn out our Apple Waps here and get it to a Mooner transfer, which the last time I really screwed it up and it didn't go so well. Oh, I did that, except I burnt a lot more. And it did not go so well. But all I can say is I'm pretty proud of myself, honestly, because I'm using McJeb very little. I still use it for the rendezvous and the dockings, because I still can't exactly do those, but for most orbital maneuvers, I just do it manually anymore. At least within Kerbin's SOI. If I get outside of Kerbin, I can't really say I can do it very well. I can, just, difficult, because I don't know when, to do the burn and all that good crap like that. The moon, though, I know, as soon as you see it over the horizon, like right there, you just do the burn and you'll get an intercept. For other planets and crap like that, I don't know how it works. Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and hurry this up. I don't want to go too fast and crash into the moon like I did one time. Actually, I did that multiple times. So, I'd really rather not do that. So I'm gonna need a good altitude just to place this thing at. And just because of the fact that it's, good God, am I on? Okay, well then anyway, just because of the fact that we are gonna have to be transferring Kethane from the lunar surface to the station, and then the lander will have to go back down on a limited amount of fuel. I want to get this rather close. I'm going to go with about 40,000 meters above the surface. That's just, a good roundabout altitude to go with. That shouldn't use up too much fuel for the lander to get there or to come back from. And I almost missed that due to my time warping and not paying attention. And that puts us right underneath the planned site. So basically, what that means is the lander that's carrying the Kethane won't have to do much of a orbital change to rendezvous with the station. We're going to go ahead and burn and get our apoaps down to around about 40,000 meters. Okay, I gotta wait and get a little closer to the periap before I do this. A minute 14 is a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. 30 seconds, I'll take that. It's a lot better. So it's gonna go ahead and burn just a little bit. And oh, almost. Oh. Close enough. I'll take 32.46. I mean, I'm not the best at doing this crap, so I'll take that, That's cool with me. So we just got one last thing to do. And I've noticed we are still in contact with mission control at the moment, so I really like that. And by the way, here are the panels I was telling you guys about. So if I right-click on the thing here, it's real small, you just gotta click right there. We've got energy flow, 197 and 197 on both of them. Direct sunlight for both of them. It's saying sun exposure is 0 on that one. I do not know why. But, is that the temp? Oh, I thought this temperature was a positive 201 degrees Celsius. I'm like, whoa. Anyway, though, this thing can provide massive amounts of power, which we will never use. So, we're just going to go ahead and undock this. And I forgot one crucial thing. And that's the fact I didn't put any command module or probe on this, so I can't control it. All I can do is decouple it and hope it floats away from the station and does not hurt the station, which I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, I have no control over this part, so I'm just going to hope that it drifts away. But anyway, guys, this video is probably getting long. I didn't check the time when I started it. One last thing, though. Green lights. Little tip for you guys later on when you're building a station and docking or whatever. Put these batteries, the Z100s, battery packs, around a docking port like this. That way, if you're in the dark, you can see it to dock to it. Brilliant idea. Learned it from Scott Manley. Just thought I'd share it with you guys if you already didn't know. Anyway, this video's probably getting long now because I didn't check the time, see how long I recorded it. So anyway, I will see you all next time. Later.